your problems. 3 problems I have sent. You got your problems or not? Solutions. What about solutions? Still doing? Still doing or completed? The question is, how many ways you can get or you can place a chocolate among 6 boxes? Solution is completed. Yes. For this question, have you completed your solution? For the above question, your answer is done. First question: how many ways can we place or we can place 10 chocolates among 6 boxes? So, what is the n value? So, whether it is going to be falling under NCR formula or n plus r minus 1 formula, n plus r minus 1, c r minus 1. Okay. So, what is the n value? N is, say n is 10, r value is 6. So n plus r minus 1, c r minus 1. So what is the value? N value is 10 plus 6 minus 1, c r value is 6 minus 1. So what is the value that we are going to get? 15c 5. Simplify 15c5. What is the answer that we are going to get? 3000. 3003. Everybody is getting the same answer? Yes, everyone got the same answer? So if you are not completed, just try to go for the simplification. So how we are going to go for the simplification after getting this? So the formula which we are going to substitute is NCR formula. Okay. So that is n factorial by r factorial into n minus 1 factorial. Okay. So in this formula we are going to substitute those values, that is 15 factorial by r factorial is 5 factorial, 15 minus 5 factorial. So which implies 15 factorial by 5 factorial into 10 factorial. Right? So if you simplify this, you will be getting that particular answer, that is 3003. Second question, how many of you are done with the second question? Second one? Anyone completed the second question? Second question, how many ways we can distribute 7 apples and 6 oranges among 4 children? So is it going to be in NCR or NCR, sorry, n plus or minus 1 formula? N plus or minus 1 formula, that is fine, very good. So it is in distribution. Okay. So first part we have completed, in second part we are here, that is distribution. So how many have to be distributed? 7 apples have to be distributed and 6 oranges have to be distributed. To how many members? 4 children. Okay. So what is n value for 7 apples? What is n value for 6 oranges? What is n value for 7 apples? N value is for 7 apples, only for 7 apples. What is n value? N value. I am saying the question and I am also giving you the answer. What is n value? 7. R value? 4. Right? 7 plus 4 minus 1. C 4 minus 1. So that is 10C3. You will be getting it as 10C3. Have you completed the answer? The complete question is answered or only partial part of the question is answered? Part of the question is answered because we need to still distribute oranges. Right, so what about oranges? N value 6, R value 4. So what is the n plus r minus 1 formula? When you are applying that particular formula, what is the answer that you are getting? 6 plus 4 minus 1, C 4 minus 1, that is 9C3. So what is the relationship between these two formulas, that is these two equations? We need to add or we need to multiply? We need to add or we need to multiply? It is among distribution line. It is among distribution line. What we are doing? We are adding or we are multiplying? Adding or multiplying? It is in distribution line. So your formula is saying you have to go for addition or multiplication. Your formula is saying you have to go for addition or multiplication. Multiplication you have to do in between these two equations. Okay. First we need to go for the finding of 10C3 value. Then you have to go for finding 9C3 value. Then you simplify with multiplication, not with addition. Tell me the value. 10C3 into 9C3 is our final answer. So if you are still simplifying, what is the answer that you are getting? Just tell me the answer. When you are still simplifying, what is the answer that you are getting? Just tell me that particular answer. Tell me that answer, what you are getting at the end. or simplified value what you are getting at the end. What is the value that you are getting at the end? What is the value that you are getting at the end? Anyone simplified? Anyone simplified the question? 10C3 into 9C3. What is the final answer? 4080. 4080.
Yes, sir.
Everyone got the same answer? 4080. వచ్చిందా ఒకటి చెప్పారా చెప్తున్నారా? So after completing your complete solution you will be getting that particular answer. So I have not simplified but your friend has simplified and we are presently trusting him. Okay. So if everyone is getting the same answer, that is the answer. Right? So done with the second one, everyone? Second one is also done, finished by everyone? Yes, boys finished? Finished, everyone? Girls, have you done with your solution? Chesnara cheyaleda? If you are still doing, you can say it is not done or it is not completed. Because you need to complete and you need to say the final answer at the end. So if everybody is getting the same answer, that is final answer. So if some mismatches are there, then I have to go for a solution. Everybody is getting the same answer? Everyone got the same? Yes? Everyone got the same answer or different answers anywhere? Anywhere do we have any different answer apart from 4080? Or everyone got the same answer? Any indication? Anywhere? Right, For 10C3 you are getting it as 120. For 9C3 you are getting it as 84. Multiply these two, we are getting 10,080. Okay. That ఒకసారి చెక్ చేయండి 4080 ఎవరికైతే వచ్చిందో ఒకసారి where you have gone wrong just check, please check. Okay. Right. So if everyone is completed with the second one, go for the third one. That is, how many ways we can distribute 12 pencils to 5 children so that every child get at least one pencil. So every child must get at least one pencil. Okay. So total number of children 5. Total number of pencils, total number of pencils 12. Okay, done. So what is the constraint? That is condition. What is the constraint in the sense? Condition. So constraint and the condition are same. So what is the condition? So every child must get one pencil. Okay. So when you are distribute one pencil to every child. So remaining pencils after distribution, any pencils ఉంటాయి Rama? After distribution, how many pencils will be left? How many will be left? 7 will be left. Okay. So first you are going to write total. Right. So first you are going to write. So what is n value you are going to write, pencils count you are going to write. Pencils are 12, children are 5. So we are distributing each pencil to every person. That is 12 minus 5, we will be left out with 7. Okay. So 7 pencils will be left. Now check according to the condition what is n value and what is r value. We have to distribute 7 pencils to how many children? 5 children. So what is n value and what is r value? N value and r value. N value is when you are distributing 7 pencils to 5 children, what is your n value? 7. R value 5. So what is n plus r minus 1 value? N plus r minus 1 value. N plus r minus 1, C r minus 1, which is 7 plus 5 minus 1, C r minus 1, 11 C 5 minus 1 4 వస్తుంది కదా మళ్ళీ 3 వస్తుంది. 11C4 is the answer. Simplified. 11C4 is our solution. But tell me what is the value? 330 ways. So if you have done it, very good. So if you are not done, just simplify 11C4 value. 11C4. Okay. 11C4 you have to simplify. So which will give you the answer as 330. After your simplification you will be getting the answer as 330. finished? Everyone is completed? Everyone is done with the 3 problems? Yes? Finished or not? For completed with 3 solutions, everyone? So if you have completed doing this, everyone is completed with this particular problem, just let me know, we will move on to the next one. Okay? Completed or not? Everyone is finished? Completed? Boy side? Girl side? Finished? Or still doing? Right. So if you have completed doing all the things and cleaning it out, right now. So next you can keep this heading as binomial theorem. Okay? Keep the heading as binomial theorem. Right? So you can keep star mark, double star or triple star. Definite question will be there from binomial or multinomial theorem. Okay? You can keep either star mark or double star mark or triple star mark for the concept. So which is binomial theorem. Right? Right. So if there is an expression, okay, that is if there is an expression which is called or which is equal to so there is an expression which is 3x square plus 4x plus 5. Okay. So there is an expression or there is a term called 3x square plus 4x plus 5. Right. So what are the coefficients of x? What are the coefficients of x? Yes. What are the coefficients of x? What are the coefficients of x? 3, 4 or 3, 4, 5? 3, 4, only 3, 4. 5 is not included. 5 is not included according to you. Included or not included? Not included. Fine. So I say the coefficients of x are 3, 4, 5. So if I want the result 3, 4, 5 as the coefficients of x, what is the value that I should keep towards, that is at 5? What is the value I should keep in order to get my coefficient value 3, 4, 5? for the given expression or for the given equation. Right. So here I will keep x power 0. Right. So if I want to get the coefficients of the given equation, that is 3x square plus 4x plus 5, in order to get 3, 4, 5 as my coefficients, I am going to keep x power 0 at the end for the 5, or without keeping also I am going to say that the coefficients of the given equation are 3, 4, 5. And when I am speaking about these 3 terms, that is when I am speaking about these particular 3 terms, that is 3x square plus 4x plus 5, how many variables are involved? How many variables are involved? That is, how many variables or how many elements are involved? How many elements are involved over there? 3 or more than 3 or only 2? 3 elements are involved. So what is binomial theorem? That is, what is by? What is by? Yes. What is by? That is, what is by indicates for users? It is containing how many elements? Only 2 elements or more than 2 elements? Only 2 elements. So say for example, if I am writing a plus b power 1, what is the output? A plus b power 1, that is a plus b, that's it. So what is the answer? A plus b itself. If I am writing a plus b whole square, how many variables are involved? That is, how many elements are there within the braces? Only 2 elements. That is, a is there and b is there. A plus b power 2 I am asking. So what is the value? General formula we know, a square plus b square you are writing. Okay. B square plus 2ab. Right. So even if I am asking you to write a plus b power 3, what is the answer? A cube plus 3a square b plus 3a b square plus, okay. So if I am asking you to write a plus b power n, a plus b power n, tell me the value for a plus b power n. Tell me the value for a plus b power n. A power n plus. Okay, you are trying to say the answer. Okay, fine. A power n plus. A power n I got. At the end I will be getting b power n. That is for sure. In between values. In between values I want. So for example, if I am saying n is equal to 1, what is the value that we are getting? If I say, if I ask you to write if n is equal to 1, just check with the formula and tell me what is the value. Number of terms, how many you are getting? If n is equal to 1, if n is equal to 1, how many terms we are getting? How many terms we are getting? 2 terms. If n is equal to 2, how many terms we are getting? If n is equal to 2, how many terms we are getting? How many you got? 1, 2, 3. 3 terms. If n is equal to 3, n is equal to 3, how many you are getting? 4 terms. Remember these points. So if n is equal to 4, n is equal to 4, how many you will be getting? 5 terms. So if n is equal to n, if n is equal to n, how many you are getting? n plus 1 terms. So whatever the value of n is, it is plus 1, that what we are getting for the terms. Okay. So if any value is n, you will be getting n plus 1 terms. Okay. So that is first point that we need to remember when we are going with our binomial. Okay. That is your first part that we need to understand. Again, check for your values. Check with your values. Okay. So take a plus b power 3. Okay. Take a plus b power 3. That is a plus b whole cube value observed. How your a value is behaving, how your b value is behaving in that particular given expression. Question clear? So how your a value is changing in the equation and how your b value is changing in the equation, and what are your observations that you tell? How your a value is changing from one term to the other term, just right? So first you are saying a cube, next you are saying 3a square, next you are saying 3a power 1, next you are saying a power 0, right? So how a is changing from time to time, that is from left side to right side, how it is changing? How it is changing? Decreasing or increasing? Decreasing. Check with the b value. Check with your b value. B value a power 3 b power 0 plus a power 2 b power 1 plus a power 1 b power 2 plus a power 0 b power 3. Right. That is how our values are changing when you are going with two variables. The values of a, that is one term is decreasing constantly and the other term is increasing constantly. So when I am asking you to write for the nth term, okay, so if I ask you to write for the nth term, can you able to write nth term? Can you able to write the nth term? A plus b power n. How many terms we will be getting? How many terms we will be getting again? N plus 1 terms we will be getting. Okay. Out of which the first term will be? Tell me. Out of which the first term will be a power n, b power 0. Plus second term is a power n minus 1, b power 1. Plus a power n minus 2 b power 2 plus a power n minus 3 b power 3, right? So a value will be decreasing and b value is going to be increasing, right? So second point what we need to remember is, so first point, if n value is 1 or n value is, for example, if you are giving it as n is equal to 1, you will be getting n plus 1 terms, and when you are doing for the next level, that is when you are checking with the values, your values, okay, your values in the expression must be equal to your n value, okay. Your values in the expression must be equal to your n value. Right? So check, let me check. A power 3 plus a power 3 b power 0. What is the value? We are checking for a plus b whole power 3. That is a plus b whole cube we are checking. So a power 3 b power 0. What is n value? N value. N value. What is the n value? 3. And a power 3 b power 0. What is the summation of those two values? N is equal to 3 and a power 3 you are getting. Right. So next a power 2 and b power 1. For the same one you are getting n is equal to 3 and summation of those elements are also equal to 3. Next third term a b square, that is a power 1 and b power 2. What is the value? 3. So similarly for the b power 3 and a power 0, 3. Same case, if you want to go for your nth value, what is your output? A power n, b power 0. We are trying to get the solution for a plus b power n. So if you are trying to get the solution, what is the answer? A power n plus, a power n, b power 0 plus a power n minus 1, b power what? 1. So those things will move and it will be equal to a power n. Next term you will be getting it as a power n minus 2 plus b power 2. Right? So similarly we will be getting up to the nth term, whatever the terms that you are in it, you are going to get those values. Okay? So the sum value is equal to the terms value when you are trying to write for the equation. That is, whatever the n value is there, the values, that is variables values, must be equal to that particular n value. Okay? That is second point that you need to remember. Next, check with your, already we have checked with a is decreasing and b is increasing. Right? So third point is how a and b values are behaving in the expression that we need to check. Okay, a value is decreasing or increasing. A value is decreasing, b value is increasing. 3 points. So what is the first point? What is our first point? According to binomial theorem, what is our first point that we have to remember? This is very important concept. Try to focus more. Try to understand, then you will be writing very well in the exam. Okay. So what is the first point that you have to remember? Binomial theorem. Where it can be applied? On how many variables it is going to be applied? Only 2 variables or more than 2 variables? Only 2 variables. So when your n value is equal to 1, how many terms you are getting? How many terms you are getting? 2 terms. If your n value is n, you are getting n plus 1. Okay. So depending on your n value, we are getting n plus 1 terms in binomial theorem. That is first point. Second point, when you are checking with your complete expression, so if you are checking for a plus b whole square, so your n value is equal to the summation of the values in the given equation for each and every term. A term lo kuda miss avadu, right? So if you are checking for a plus b whole square, a square b power 0, 2 is there. 2ab, a power 1, b power 1, 2 is there. B square, b power 2, a power 0, 2 is there. Okay. So again, when you are going for your expression, when you are checking your complete expression, that is binomial expression, your a value is going to be decreased and your b value is going to be increased from one way to the other way. Right? So these are the 3 points as of now you have to remember. Okay? And the final one, which will give us the final answer, or which will in combined we will be giving the final answer, is check with the coefficients. Check with your coefficients. So what is the coefficient for a plus b power 3? For a, for a, for a, what is the coefficient? For a it is 1. Okay. So for that is a power 3 it is 1. Next for the second term, a value is 2, b value is 1. Come in the reverse order, that is, so if you are going to write NC0, right, so NC1, and if you want to go with NCN minus 1. So which one will give us NC naught value? NC naught value, which one will give us the NC naught value? NC naught. Question is clear? Question is clear? Question. So you are going from left to right, or you are in a binomial equation, right? So here we are. So we are having a plus b power 3. So we are also having the equation like a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus 3b cube or b cube, right? So in the equation, so if I am going from left to right, so here my coefficient is 1 for a, here my coefficient for b is, a is 2, here my coefficient for a is 1, here my coefficient for b is 3. So here my coefficient for a is 0. Okay. So which value is giving us the coefficients equal? Coefficients equal from left to right and right to left. Which two values we will be getting it as equal? Which two values will be equal? Which two values we will be getting it as equal? So if I ask you to find out NC naught value, what is the NC naught value? Just tell me. Just do it on the paper. NC naught, NC0. What is the NC0 value? Tell me NC naught value. What is the NC naught value? NC naught value is 1 factorial or 1. So NC1, NC1, NC1. So if you are doing it for n is equal to 3, 3C0 value is 1, 3C1 value 3C1, 3C0 value is 1, 3C1 value 3C1 value. 3C1 value is 3C1 value 3. 3C2. 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 But 6 or something else. 3C2. 3C2 value. 3C2 value is 3. Next 3C3. 3C3. 3C3 value is what you are getting? 3C3 value 1 you will be getting or 3 you will be getting? 1. Okay, fine. Now check with what I am asking. So NC0 is equal to some value you got, right? NC0 is equal to what is the value that you got? 3C0 if you are calculating, you are getting it as NC0 is equal to 3C0. So when you are calculating in general for a plus b power n, what is your NC naught value? 1. NC1 value. NC1 value. NC1 value. Same over. NC1 if you are writing for a plus b power n, a value decrease అవుతుందా increase అవుతుందా? A value will decrease or increase? A value decrease or increase? A value ఏమవుతుంది? Decrease అవుతుందా increase అవుతుందా? Decrease. So what is the value? What is the value for NC1? For NC naught, you will be getting NC naught a power n b power 0. For NC1 a power n minus 1 b power 1. Next, place for NC2 a power n minus 2 into b power 2 plus for 3 NC3 a power n minus 3 b power 3 plus for NC4, that is for 4th variable, NC4 a power n minus 4 b power 4. So if I ask you to write for the nth term, what is the nth term? NCN a power NCN a power n minus n. N minus n is a power 0. NCN a power 0 into b power n. Okay. So this is what is our binomial equations. Okay. First you have to check with your n value, that is values. If your n value is equal to 1, you will be getting 2 terms. If you are having n value is equal to 2, you will be getting 3 terms. If your n value is 3, you will be getting 4 terms. If your n value is n, you will be getting n plus 1 terms. Okay. So and your NC naught value and NCN value will be equal. NC naught and NCN value will be equal. How? When you are substituting 3, you are getting right side and left side. That is coefficient of a power 3 is 1, coefficient of b power 3 is also 1. So here coming for the coefficients of a square b, here it is 3. Again when you are moving towards left side, that is n minus 1 also it is same. Okay. So NC naught and NC1 is equal to, you will be getting your NCN and NCN minus 1. Clear? Left side నుండి మీరు ఎట్లా అయితే వెళ్తున్నారో మళ్ళీ రైట్ సైడ్ నుండి కూడా మనకు వాల్యూస్ అలాగే రిఫ్లెక్ట్ అవుతూ వస్తాం. Right? Clear? So if you are writing in summarize, here it is clear up to a plus b whole power 8. Is it clear how you are getting the value? So you have to go with your combinations. NC naught starting from NC0 to NCN we have to move. So while moving we have to check what are the values we need to check. We need to check with your n value, right? So it is going to reflect us the terms and how your a value is behaving and how your b value is behaving, right? So in order to get your complete value, okay? So your a value is going to be keep on decreasing, b value is going to be keep on increasing, right? and the summation of these two terms will yield us the nth value, n value. That we have to remember. Okay, and NC naught value is equal to NCn, NC1 value is equal to NCn minus 1. These 4 points you have to remember when you are writing for the binomial theorem. Clear? Clear? Right. So what is the final equation of your binomial theorem? Tell me. Final equation. A plus B power n value we got. So now tell me what is the final equation for the binomial theorem. So you will be writing A plus B power n is equal to A plus B power n is equal to summation of, like that we can write out that value you tell me. Based on your understanding, what is the value that is going to be decreasing, what is the value that is going to be increasing. If I am taking one constant r is equal to 0 to n. Okay, A plus B whole power n, I am taking constant r is equal to 0 to n. Now tell me how the values are decreasing and increasing. Summation of NC, summation of r is equal to 0 to n, that is here. Then n value is n value. What is towards left side? N value is n only or something else? N value is only. N is the n. R value is r value 0 to n we are checking, that is we are checking. Okay, so we are supposed to write NCR. Okay, one part we have done. So if your C value is 0, your R value is 0. If your C value is 1, R value is 1. C value is 2, R value is 2. C value is 3, R value is 3. Right? So similarly, if your N value is 1, 1C, 1. If your N value is 2, 1C2. If your N value is 3, 1C3. Like that. Okay? N value will change based on your N value you are changing. R value will change based on your R value will range. Okay? R is equal to 0 to N. Clear? NCR. Right? So here it is going to be increasing. That is R value is going to be increasing from 0 to N. Right? Now how your A value and B value are behaving? How your A value and B value are behaving? A value ఏమవుతుంది, B value ఏమవుతుంది? A value is decreasing or increasing? Decreasing. So how it is decreasing? Randomly or with some value it is decreasing? Randomly it is decreasing or with some series it is decreasing? Series or random? Series. Okay. So here your A value is 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. One step it is decreasing. From where it is decreasing? If your N value is 3, your starting value is 3, next 2, next 1, next 0. Okay. So how it is decreasing? From N value it is decreasing or from somewhere it is decreasing? From where it is decreasing? If you are asked to write A plus B power 3, first you will be writing A cube, then you will be writing A square, then you will be writing A, then you will be writing B cube. Right? So how it is changing? From N or from somewhere else? From N on. How it is changing? How it is changing? n. Okay, a value is decreasing. A power n minus, if your r value is 0, if your r value is 0, for example, okay, if your r value is 0, what is a value? If your r value is 0, what is your a value? A power n minus r. Okay, you are calculating for first term. Say for example, if you are calculating for first term, what is your a value? That is, if you are calculating for nth term, what is your r value? NCR a power n into b. Okay, so how it is changing? NCR a power n minus r b power r. Okay, so check with the complete expression. Check with the complete expression. If your value is 1, n value is 1. If your n value is 1, check with the summation. A plus b whole power 1. What is the answer? A plus b whole power 1. R is equal to 0 to n if I am giving. So R value is 0 as is. NCR, n value is 1. R value is 0 if you are saying. So what is your value? A power 1. A power 1. Next, b power 1. Okay, a power 1 and b power 1. Right? So that is for a plus b whole power 1. Okay, if you are asked to write a plus b whole power 8, it is going to be summation of r is equal to 0 to n NCR r minus n, a power n minus r into b power r. That is our final solution for binomial theorem. Okay, clear? Or anywhere left with anything? Clear? మా అర్థమైంది కాదు మరి. Right. So if you are very much clear, then you can make a note of this particular binomial theorem, right? So you can represent the same thing in your exam. Write the binomial theorem. Heading is already left. Heading already written, sir. Right. A plus b power 1 is equal to 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 a plus b. Next line, a plus b power 2 is equal to yes, a plus b power 2 is equal to a plus b power 2 is equal to a square plus 2ab plus 2ab plus b square. A square plus 2ab plus b square. Next, a plus b power 3 is equal to a plus b power 3 is equal to a square, a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Okay. Next, point 100. A plus b power n. A plus b power n. A plus b power n. Okay. If n is equal to 1, a plus b power n, if n is equal to 1. If n is equal to 1, number of terms is equal to number of terms is equal to 2. That is a plus b only a bigger. Right. If n is equal to 2, number of terms is equal to terms and 3. If n is equal to 2, number of terms is equal to 3. Next, if n is equal to 3, number of terms is equal to 4. If n is equal to 4, number of terms is equal to 5. Right. If n is equal to n, number of terms is equal to number of terms, how many are there? N plus 1 terms. If n is equal to n, number of terms in expression is n plus 1 terms. Second one. If you add the powers of every term, should be equal to then equal to. If you are adding the powers of every term, value should be equal to then equal to null. Value should be equal to n. Value should be equal to n. That is adding powers of every term, should be equal to n. Adding powers of every term should be equal to n. Okay. For example, take the example of a plus b power 3. That is a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube. Write the equation. What will be getting? A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus a cube plus 3ab square, 3a square b plus 3ab square plus 3b. Okay. Now check. That is, you have to write a power 3 b power 0 plus a power 2 b power 1 plus a power 1 b power 2 plus b power 3 a power 0. A3 b0 plus 3a square b1 plus 3ab square plus b cube a0. Okay, done. Second point is done. Finish. Everyone is completed with that one? Next, 3. Next order. For every term, third point is for every term, the power will be decreasing. That is, for every term A, power will be decreasing. For every term A, power will be decreasing, and B power will be increasing. For every term A, power will be decreasing, and for B, power will be increasing. That is starting A with power n, B with power 0, B with power 0, okay, B with power 0. From the next term, power of A decreased by 1, and power of B increased by 1. A power is decreased by 1, B power is increased by 1. Next, fourth part, coefficients. Okay. NC naught, sorry, you already written NC naught process error. For A plus B power 3, that is A plus B whole cube. NC naught. So what is the term name? This is first term or second term? NC naught. First term or second term? First term. Write it as first term. NC naught, first term. There only keep hyphen. So what is N value and what is C value and what is NC naught? 3C naught. What is the value? Just you calculate and give the value. What is the value for 3C naught? It is 3 factorial by 3 minus 0 factorial into 0 factorial, which is 3 factorial by 3 factorial, which is 1. Okay? That you have to do. Calculation part. Next line. For NC1, which is second term, what is the value? 3C1. Calculate the value and give it at last. What is the value that we will be getting? It is 3. Okay. That is 3 factorial by 2 factorial into 3 factorial by 2 factorial into what is the value? Other value? 1 factorial, which is giving us 3 into 2 factorial by 2 factorial, which is 3. Next, for NC2, which is third term, which is equal to 3C2, right? Calculate the value and give the value, which is equal to again 3, that is 3 factorial by 3 minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial, which is giving us 3 factorial by 2 factorial, that is 3. Give the values. నేను రాసిన క్రాస్ వదిలేదు, values simplify చేసి అక్కడ వేయాలి. ఓకే, up to third term, everyone is completed. Next, for NC3, which is fourth term, that is 3C3. Calculate the value and give. The value will be 1. Okay, that is 3 factorial by 3 minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial, which is equal to 1. Right? Finish everyone. Up to 3 completed. Right. So if you have completed up to 3, at the bottom write 3. NCN is equal to which term it will be coming? NCN. Is it nth term or n plus 1th term? What? N or n plus 1? Term. Not how many terms you are getting. That is what term it is. Nth term or n plus 1th term? N plus 1 or n? N or n plus 1? If your n value is n, you will be getting it as n plus 1th term. Okay, just leave it as is. Okay, because we will be writing at the end that particular answer. So first write for the a plus b power 3. Okay, a plus b power 3 is equal to. So represent in the format of NC naught with a value and b value. What is the first value that we are going to get? So we have to represent in the format of NC naught, a value and b value. So what is the first value that we will be getting? 3C naught, a power 3. For 3 we are writing 3C naught, a power. What we will be getting over here? A power. For the first term 3C naught, a power 3, b power 0 plus next 3C1, a power 2, b power 1. Next 3C2, a power 1, b power 2 plus 3C3, a power 0, b power 3. So is it the same that this is our general equation for a plus b power 3? Yes, check this one. General equation, if you are asked to write a plus b power 3 value, is it going to be the same one? 3C naught, a power 3, b power 1, sorry, b power naught plus 3C1, a power 2, b power 1 plus 3C2, a power 1, b power 2 plus 3C3, a power naught, b power 3. So this is our equation for n is equal to 3. Okay. Up to here it is copied. Copy chesara ikkada write perfectly, neatly, right? No hurry. So once it is clear, your multinomial theorem is also very well understood. No issue with that. Okay. So if you are not letting it into going to your brains, multinomial theorem is also gone. Up to here it is completed. Up to here it is done. Everyone, finished or not? I mean, right. Next, we will be writing for the nth term. Okay, right. So tell me the values for a plus b power n. Okay, a plus b power n. Right. So a plus b power n is equal to what is my value? nc naught a power n b power 0 plus nc1 a power n minus 1 b power 1 plus nc2 a power n minus 2 b power 2 plus nc3 a power n minus 3 b power 3. Sorry, 1 2 3. Okay, done. Next nc4 a power n minus 4 b power 4 plus dot dot dot. What is the last value? What is the last value? NCN a power n minus n, that is a power 0 b power n. This is for a plus b whole power n. Okay, just copy it. In other words, we can write a plus b whole power n is equal to summation of some r is equal to 0 to n. What we can write? nc r a power n minus r b power r. Okay, this is our binomial equation. Okay, so these two lines are our binomial equations. Okay, so you can write the top one or you can write for the bottom. Clear? Copied everyone? Clear up to here? My it is done up to here. It is clear? Yes. Written? Finished? Next. See? Who is there? It is up to binomial theorem. Okay, so this is what you are supposed to write if you are asked to write the binomial theorem in the exam. With explanation, you add in between some text and you can write from the beginning to the last of your binomial theorem. Silent. Okay, binomial theorem silent exercise పెట్టారు అక్కడ నుండి ఇక్కడ రాస్తే మీకు binomial theorem అనేది సరిపోతుంది. So in between you can add your text. How you understood and what you are doing. Okay, right. So next one. Still we are in hand. Okay, multi-nomial theorem right? Binomial theorem. Next, so I will give you a task. Okay, so you are asked to write the general term for binomial theorem. What is the general term? What is the general term that you are going to write for binomial theorem? So here you are writing it for AB, right? So A plus p power n is equal to summation of r is equal to 0 to n NCR a power n minus r p power r. That is the general term which we are using for binomial theorem. So if r is equal to 2, if r is equal to 2, say for example r is equal to 2 is there, what is the term that we are going to get? R is equal to 2, what is the term that we are going to get? Which value will be getting? Mark, question clear? R value is done, n value is R value is done. R value of what is your term value? Is it going to be 4 or is it going to be 5 or is it going to be 2 or is it going to be 3? When r is equal to 2, your term will be 3. When r is equal to 4, your term will be. When r is equal to 3, your term will be 4. That you have understood, right? So r value if 2 ఉంటుందో your terms you will be getting it as 3. 1 if you are having r is equal to 1, you will be getting 2 terms. 3, 4 terms. 4, 5 terms. 5, 6 terms. n plus 1 terms. That you are clear. Very good. Right. Now you can get into the action. Write the equation. Find the binomial expression of. Find the binomial expression of. Find the binomial expression of. Find the binomial expression of, or find the binomial expression for x plus 3 power 5. X plus 3 power 5. Okay? X plus 3 power 5 की binomial equation right? Right? So what is your n value? What is your n value? N value please. N value is 5. That is good. R value. N is equal to 5. That is very good. Well and fine. R value. R value ఎక్కడ నుండి ఎక్కడ వరకు రాయాలి? 0 to R value ఎక్కడ నుండి ఎక్కడ వరకు రాయాలి? 0 to 5. N value is 5, right? 0 to n అంటున్నారు అమ్మ కరెక్ట్. ఇక్కడ n value ఇక్కడ ఫిక్స్ అయిపోయింది కదా. ఎంత n value? 5. So R value you have to write from 0 to 5. Right. Now substitute the values in the equation and tell me the value. Okay? Substitute the value in the equation and tell me the value. Okay? Substitute the values in the equation and tell me the values. Right? Just substitute the values and tell me the values. I will be back. Break this to the molecular grammar. Mali naam asal. Okay. Multi naam level or other. Sinda call it here level. Right way. the values that you are getting? Yes. What are the values that we need to get? X plus 3 power 5 is equal to right. So what is the first value that you will be getting? 5c naught. What is the value? 5c naught x power 5 y power, sorry, y in the sense 3 power 0. Power 0 plus next term 5c1 x power 4 y power, that is 3 power 1. Next 5c2 x power 3 power 2 plus 5c4, sorry, 5c3 x power 4, sorry, x power 2 y power 3 plus 5c4 x power 1 y power, that is 3 power 4 plus 5c5 x power 0 y power, that is 3 power 5. So what are the values? Coefficient of x power 5 will be, coefficient of x power 5 will be coefficient. What is the coefficient of x power 5? Sorry, x power 5. Coefficient will be x power 5 coefficient Rama. X power 5 ki mundu unna value emundi? Number, numerical value 5c0. Okay. So which is equal to coefficient of x power 5 cheppandi. So x power 5 coefficient will be 5c0 3 power 0. So coefficient of x power 4 5c1 3 power, coefficient of x power 3 5c2 x 3 power 2, x power 2 5c3 3 power 3, x power 1 5c4 x power, that is 3 power 4, x power 0 will be 5c5 x power, that is 3 power 5. Okay. So what are the values that we need to calculate? Right. To calculate all these values, or calculate at least 5c naught. Right. So 5c naught is equal to which value? 5c naught is equal to which value? What? 5c naught is equal to which value? 5c5 or 5c4? 5c naught value will be equal to which value? 5c5. 5c1 is equal to 5c4. Okay. Check with the values. Don't waste your time. Just check with your values and completely solve the equation. That is our answer. Okay. So phi c naught value we have to calculate phi c1, phi c2, phi c3, phi c4 and phi c5. Okay. So phi c naught is equal to phi c5. Phi c1 is equal to phi c4. Phi c2 is equal to phi c3. Okay. So if you are finding three values, you are already three values are getting. Okay. So three values.